Hello, welcome everybody. Hi, welcome. How are you? How are you today? I'm teacher Sophia. You can just call me Sophia. Yeah. Today we're going to be meeting another educator, an Edfluencer, just like myself. But before we meet her, guys, I want to ask you, where are you from? Where are you from, guys? And today, to help you answer better and to interact during this live, I want lots of interaction. Can you open your camera and scan the barcode that you see on the screen? Or you can just type slido.com and enter the room number 31416. And that way you'll be able to interact with me. So you can participate in polls, in questions. Yeah, so go for it, guys. Just scan it with your camera and join Slido. All right. Yep. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Good to have you here. This is my tonight. Where am I? I am in South Africa right now. So this is evening for me, evening time. All right. So which country are you in? Which country are you in? That's the question. You can answer on slido.com. You can just answer there. Yeah. Juan in Peru. Ah, great. Awesome. I'd love to visit Peru. I have many friends in Peru. Yeah. And yeah, anybody else? Where are you from? Please answer. And it's very nice for you to join this live. Good morning to you. Good morning. Isn't that cool? Ecuador. Oh, nice. Very nice. Welcome. Yeah. So I wasn't born in South Africa. Many of you are asking, where's teacher from? Where's teacher from? I was born in Ukraine, but as a child, I lived in England and I grew up in England. So that's why, even though I'm born in Ukraine, English is my first language. Yeah. And I'm learning Ukrainian now. That's something I am learning as well, like you're learning English. But I can speak a bit. Can speak a bit of Spanish as well. Okay. So guys, what do you do? Can you tell me, what do you do? I am a teacher. I teach English every day. That is what I do. I wake up, have coffee, and then I teach English. How about you guys? What do you do? Do you study? Do you work? Or maybe neither of those? And you can answer on the Slido. So I can see. Yeah, I studied teaching. That is what I studied. Teaching, that is what I do. When I was small, when I was a child, I really wanted to be a dancer. Yeah, I wanted to dance. I still do that, but more as a hobby. And you can answer, please answer on Slido so I can see as well. What is it that you do? Study, work, neither? Okay, thank you. Yeah. So please just use your phone, scan, so I can see we have some students, some students or some workers. All right. Thank you for answering, guys. Okay. And before we get started with the interview, I have one more question for you. What inspires you to study? What inspires you to study? What is your inspiration? When I started learning Spanish, I was inspired by Spanish music. That inspired me. Spanish music, Spanish TV series. And I can say, yeah, people inspired me a lot. What inspires you to study? Just type on the screen using Slido, and I can see as well. See what amazing things technology does. That is just really super awesome. How I can see everybody's answers on the screen. Yeah, my kids. Oh, very sweet. Very sweet. My kids inspire me to study. Good. I meet many parents, moms, dads, and they learn English just so that they can help their children learn English. So that's really cool. I like that. Great. Okay. Anybody else? If anybody else is typing, yeah, please type. So I'd like to welcome our Edfluencer, Kim. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Sophie.
Hello. Good evening to you too.
And you.
Good morning to the students and good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us on this interview.
Thank you for having me.
I think you're very interesting, really. So I've got lots of questions.
Lovely.
Yeah. First of all, don't get me wrong, but I think you're a real study nerd.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So what inspires you to study? Can you answer that question? Because I know you've got 2 degrees, right? And you're studying for
Correct.
your 3rd one.
That is
What
correct.
inspires you?
I've always really been interested in getting information. I love knowledge, and I think the more that you know, the more rich your life becomes. So I also have a very Asian background, and Asian people and studying.
Oh,
um,
that's where it's coming from. Okay.
but from the time I was really young, my parents encouraged me to read many books, um, to study hard at school, and they encouraged me to pursue opportunities that would lead to studying. And I love the wealth and the knowledge that you gain So yeah, that's why that's why I love education so much.
Wow. So I know you're studying one of the degrees are in education, right?
Correct.
What are the other two?
Yes. So I've got two BA degrees. One is in theology, which is a study of Christian religion, and the other is in developmental psychology, which centers around children and their developmental stages. And the third one, I'm currently studying to get my teaching license, so I can become an
Wow.
actual high school teacher. So yeah,
Okay. Wow, that's really nice. Thank you for sharing that. Those are very interesting degrees. Teaching, of course, I'm interested in teaching, and also theology, something I'd love to do.
yeah,
And psychology is just very interesting. I think it would
very
be,
much so. Yeah,
I don't know if I'd have time to go in depth and all of that, but that's something I wish I could have time to study as well.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
interesting. Okay. Yeah. All right. And then I know you are a traveler as well. Hmm.
Yes.
Been to so many places. How many countries have you visited?
I think it's around like 12 or 13. Yes, I have had the tremendous privilege of being able to travel. So yes, I've got to experience lots of cultures and cuisine and history while visiting other countries.
So I know one of them is Korea, right? And
Yes. Yeah.
Korea always to me sounds like a very technologically advanced country.
Yeah.
Um, is there something you really liked that stands out for you from living in Korea, from your experience in living in Korea that you could
Yeah.
share with us?
Mhm, yeah. So I was an ESL teacher in Korea for 6 years.
Nice.
And I taught from like kindergarten all the way. I think my oldest student was around 60 years old. Um, and yeah, I was there for 6 years. Completely loved it. The culture is so friendly. They're so caring to each other and always mindful about the next person. So, if there's anything that stands out to me, it would definitely be the sense of community and that everybody looks out for everybody else. And the food. The food was so great. A little bit spicy, but delicious nonetheless.
Very healthy, right?
Yes, very, very healthy. Mm.
You've advertised Korea very well. Now I want to go to
Please
Korea
go.
as well. Adding that to my list of all the other countries. Uh, okay, well, something fun that you did in Korea, right? You went to the Universal, the very, very famous and cool Universal Studios, I
Yes, actually,
believe.
this is in Singapore,
Oh, it's in
Studios in
Singapore.
Singapore. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And how was that?
Oh my gosh. So, I have equal parts love for studying and love for movies. So it was such a treat going to Universal and just experiencing the behind the scenes of how they put together their amazing movies, and the roller
Wow.
coasters. I love roller coasters, and yeah, I think. I'm pretty sure I went on every single roller coaster. I was there from the time the gates opened till they were like, please leave the park. So, yeah,
Which one was
Universal
the
was.
scary one?
Pardon?
Sorry, was there a scary roller coaster? Or like for
Yes.
you? Was tell
They
me about
do
the
not
scary
play
one.
around. If they
Wow.
have a roller coaster, it is, yeah, it's quite intense, but so well worth it. They even have 3D roller coasters that literally make you feel like you're being launched into out of space, like you're heading toward the moon. So yeah, really
Wow.
great.
Wow. 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 Amazing. So now our our wonderful audience are going to practice speaking for just a few
Okay.
seconds. We You mentioned a really cool word, roller coaster. kind of a
Yes.
difficult word to pronounce.
Hmm.
So I want to just briefly, for a few seconds, I want to invite our audience to speak and to say the word roller coaster. So we're going to stop the interview for a few seconds, and I want everybody to speak and to say the word roller coaster and send me the voice notes. Send your voice notes in. Do it now. Roller. Okay, good job, everybody. Wonderful. All right, good, good. I have a question for you, Kim. What is microlight? I know you know
Okay.
what it is. I don't know what it is.
All right, I will enlighten you.
Thank
I
you.
will tell you about it. So, microlight is a small two-person airplane. Um, there's
Mhm.
just one little engine in the front, and you don't get too much height, but enough to get a beautiful view of wherever you're at. And it's quite scary because you literally sit in what looks like a plastic chair and it's just one pilot that's in front of you, and it's generally just two seaters, meaning only two people can sit in it, one
Wow.
pilot and one passenger. And yeah, people use it usually to fly along the coast. I'm very lucky to live in a coastal town, so we've got a beautiful ocean nearby. And this microlight took us about 20 kilometers along the ocean coastline, and we came back. So I even got to see some dolphins jumping in the water. Um,
Wow.
so it's quite spectacular. Yes, it's just a
That
tiny
is
little two-person plane. There's you're literally just there's nothing covering you basically. You've just got two wings on either side and a little engine, and you're sat in a seat with a seat belt,
wow.
and that's it.
And that's
You
it, right?
let the
And pray
wind.
for good
Yeah.
weather, right?
Yes, you've got to go in really good weather, otherwise you'll get wet in the rain for sure.
Wow, great. Okay, well, I think also our audience can speak for a few seconds. So
Sure.
we've all learned what is a microlight plane. We know this is microlight is a two-passenger plane or a two-person plane. Okay, so let's just give everybody a chance to practice pronunciation like in a short sentence. Yeah, let's speak. Let's speak. Microlight is a two-passenger plane, or you can say microlight is a two-person plane. Okay, so everybody speak now. Fantastic. Okay. Wow, this is lots of fun. Okay. Then I have a question for you about some wonderful works you've been doing to help build a community,
Yes.
especially for teens. So you're
Mhm.
working with teens that are at risk. Sounds like a really nice project that you're working on.
Yeah.
Could you tell us more a little bit about that? How do you help teens at risk, and maybe what
Yeah.
does it mean, a teen at risk?
Okay. So as you know, not everybody is born into the best environment or the best family. And often in those situations, especially for young people and teenagers, they go off into the wrong direction. So they um, experiment with drugs and crime and join gangs. And so we have a little community center or a church that's
Mhm.
in the heart of a very troubled suburb in our city. And the membership of our church generally is made up with people from high risk backgrounds. So that means they struggle with poverty or drug abuse, and often the children follow in that path. So what we've started is a little community center that's just for the teenagers. So if they are having a hard time, if they need a hot meal, if they just need to talk to somebody, if they need counseling, we're there for them. So we run a program every Friday. It's got lots of activities. We do a lot of, I would say, kind of motivational speaking and some encouragement. We do counseling. We offer them a meal, and we just hang out. We hang
Wow.
out. We play games together. We build a sense of a safe environment for them. A sense of, or give them a sense of adults that they can trust and come to if they need any help. So that program runs every Friday, and we do encourage them to come on a Sunday for a church service, and they do. So that's what I've been doing with my Friday evenings mostly.
Wow. Oh, that's really nice. I feel like you're such a daring person. Like you fly planes and do these crazy roller coasters, and then you've got such a kind heart, and you look out at the community. Wow, it's great. Your
Thank you.
students really lucky to have you as their teacher.
Thanks.
Really, really lucky. Okay, well, I won't take too much of your time, but I do have one last question. And of course, this is also something that's very interesting for me as well, because I don't do lots of these kind of uh, these activities. I should do a bit more, right? But counting
Yeah.
that that was in Korea, you climbed the tallest mountain in Korea.
Yes. Yes.
How
So
long
I
did
was
it take?
actually,
Tell us
I
more.
was, yeah, I was actually tricked. It was a trick.
Oh, how
Um,
did that happen?
I do enjoy hiking, but I don't like the really strenuous hikes. So my friends all told me, no, this is a really easy mountain, and we can do it really quickly, and it's not very high. They told me it was really flat with just a little bit of an incline. So I believed them, and I struggled. It took about three hours to go up and come back down. And when I
Wow.
got down, they said, "Oh, congratulations, you climbed the highest mountain." um, but yeah, I was my muscles were very sore for for many days. But it was
Wow.
very beautiful. We went on the mountain during autumn or fall, so the colors were just amazing. When the trees turn that beautiful golden red colors, it was
Yeah.
gorgeous. Um,
Wow.
Completely worth it.
Worth it, yeah. I was gonna
Yes.
ask that. Great. Okay. Well then let's let our audience practice speaking one last time, and we're gonna say this phrase. Hiking is very risky. Hiking is very risky. So everybody, grab your microphone. Let's practice speaking. Hiking is very risky. Get ready. Get ready. Let's go. Hiking is very risky. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. First of all, Kim, thank you so much for the lovely interview. Such amazing life you have.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. You're very, very interesting. Such a lovely person, and students must be so happy to have you as well. Um,
Thank
yeah, and thank you for um, sharing with everybody. And also, I want to thank the audience. I want to thank everybody for doing such a good job repeating, saying phrases with us, answering. Thank you very much for practicing your pronunciation, sentences. Yes, let's learn English together. Yeah. So everybody, please make sure you join our WhatsApp group so that you will know when we have another live, um, and you can join us next time. Thank you very much, everybody. We are going to have another live. Let me just tell you the time as well. So it's at exactly the same time, which is let me just try and I will write it on the group because this is Latin America and they are different time zones, but it's at this time. We'll be ending around this time as well tomorrow. So please join us, I guess, half an hour earlier, and we're going to have another live, another guest, and more time to practice English. Yeah. So thank you very much. Yep, it will be, if you guys want to just maybe convert the time zone, it will be at 5:30 European time, 5:30 p.m. European time. Yeah. So come and join. If anybody hasn't sent their voice notes, please do send your voice notes. You have the link in the chat. There's a link www.edfluence.app/speak. So you can still send me the voice notes. Yeah. Yeah. So is there anything that you'd like to say to our audience, our wonderful community, Kim, before we go?
Yeah, I know learning a second language can be very, very scary, but I just want to encourage you that you should just keep practicing. Even if you feel like you're not making progress, just keep doing it. Sometimes it's just the slow and steady pace that gets you to where you're going. So um, I will encourage you to keep on studying and practicing as much as you can.
Thank you for that. Exactly. Beautiful. All right. So that's it for today. Thank you very much and have a great day further. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye, Kim. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye, Sophie.
Bye bye.